Hi, it's Friday, October 12th, and this is your weekly update. We've got a lot of rain in the forecast later today and through the weekend. We've got some great tips on our website about stormwater management and how to make sure that you're protecting your property and also protecting downflow watersheds. So visit the website, check that out, and make sure that you're set up. If you need sandbags, contact your local fire district, see whether they have them in stock. If they don't, if they're already out, you can go to any home improvement store and buy everything that you need to create sandbags. If you know that you live in an area that's prone to flooding, you want to be prepared early today because the remnants of Tropical Storm Sergio, I believe, are forecasted to come through later this afternoon. Earlier this week, early voting got started underway at the Doñana County Government Center. It started on Tuesday. We had more than 700 people vote on the first day of early voting. Part of that is attributable to the fact that the Doñana County Clerk's Office and Bureau of Election put on a special event on the North Lawn. We had students from all 6 of the Las Cruces area high schools. They were seniors who came to the North Lawn in buses, and we had presentations for them. We had entertainment for them. Most importantly, many of those kids are 18 years old. They're young adults now, and they registered to vote, and many of them voted for the very first time in their political careers. So we are excited about that. We want to congratulate the clerk's office for a very successful event. I didn't get an accurate head count. I know that it was somewhere over 200 and less than 500 kids who were here on Tuesday. So that's a really significant number. And early voting, of course, continues. As of close of business Wednesday, which is the last numbers I saw, more than 1,300 people had cast their early ballots. Early voting remains open at the Government Center, and we will open additional early voting spots as we get closer to the November 6th general election. The Board of County Commissioners also met on Tuesday of this week. Among the items on that agenda was some employee recognitions, including my friend and colleague Janine Diviak down in Community Development, 25 years of service to Doñana County, and she's known, among other things, for putting on the annual Judy Price Memorial Blood Drive, and we've rounded up nearly 1,000 pints of blood in Judy's name, thanks to Janine's efforts with the support of others here at the Government Center and the general public who've donated blood. So we're very pleased about that. Also at Tuesday's meeting, Laura Sandoval of New America School right here in Las Cruces was honored as being our Freshman of the Month under a program created by Commissioner Isabella Solis last fall, I believe, and continues. And so we'll have a new Student of the Month coming up in November. But Laura, we take our hats off to you. Also, there were a few proclamations on Tuesday's agenda. October 9th through 15th are Walk to School Days in Doñana County. The week of October 7th through the 13th is Fire Prevention Week. We're wrapping that up. And the entire month of October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Doñana County. Also at that meeting, Alan Arvin and I can't get my stuff fast enough. Jennifer Horton were appointed to the county's Internal Audit Advisory Committee. They will round out that group. We had a couple of vacancies, one of whom is Kim Stewart, who is running for sheriff. So we appreciate her service on that board, and we'll see what happens with that race as well. Also, there was a presentation on the agenda on Tuesday about selling excess county property. Assistant County Manager Chuck McMahon was the lead on that presentation. If you were unable to attend or watch that meeting stream live off our website, it should be posted in video format to the website at this time. Also, earlier this week, yesterday in fact, the Board of Directors of the Animal Services Center in the Mesilla Valley met at City Hall. That meeting streamed live on Comcast Channel 20, and I'm sure it will be rebroadcast there as well. There were 8 items on the agenda, including our monthly reports from Executive Director Clint Thacker. This month, he was out of town, so Bernice Navarro stepped up and gave those reports, and of course, Chairwoman Cassandra Gandra oversaw that meeting on Thursday. Coming up tomorrow, there's a lot of stuff going on. At 7 a.m., you can head over to 2821B Las Vegas Court, which is just north of the Doñana County Government Center, and you can start checking out some automobiles. We've got more than 40 that we're going to auction off to the highest bidders. These are automobiles that were seized as part of our DWI forfeiture program. multiple convictions and DWI, and you get caught again, and we can take your car. So these vehicles will be auctioned. You can start looking at them at 7 o'clock. The auction begins at 8 o'clock. You do have to pre-register if you want to bid on these cars, and if you are the top bidder, you have to pay in cash. If you'd like to look at pictures of the cars before the auction, go to cfdauction.com to do that. And again, you do have to pre-register. Also, of course, tomorrow, weather permitting, if the farmers market comes together, and I certainly hope it will, then our friends at the Animal Services Center will be there for off-site pet adoptions at the north end from 8 to noon. They'll also be up at Petco tomorrow from 10 to 1, and then Sunday they'll be at PetSmart from 10 to 2. Coming up next week, it's the third week of the month, and that means that we'll have firefighters and HHS personnel at Sisbaro GMC helping you with making sure that your child safety seats are properly installed and safe for your children to ride in. About 90% of these child safety seats are not properly installed. We'll have people trained in doing it to help you. And then that program runs from 4 to 6 p.m. this coming Wednesday, the 17th, at Sisbaro GMC. Then on Thursday, the 18th, from 5:30 to 6:30, we'll have our Constituent Services Clinic, a rural clinic that will be held at the Hatch Valley Community Center on Highway 187. Commissioner Kim Hakes plans to be there, and we've also invited staff from the congressional delegate offices. So if you have an issue at the state, local, or national level, we may not be able to answer all your questions at the clinic, but we can certainly point you in the right direction and help you get started. Sheriff's Office, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, unveiled that brand new DWI Prevention van. It'll be on the road soon, and there will be checkpoints and saturation patrols throughout the month of October. If you come across one of those checkpoints and you've had too much to drink, you're going to find yourself in one of that vehicle's 10 holding cells. You don't want to do that. If you've had a little bit too much to drink on a Friday or Saturday night at the bar, call Project Home, 524-TAXI, for a deeply discounted ride home. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you right here again next week. You're up to date.